All right, today is Monday, August 26th. Let's get started with our weekly stand-up. Start with the tech. Gabo.
Yeah, sure. This week I worked on the indexer and the proxy server for events coming from Alchemy. That's done. We're issuing pre-sale tokens already. Added a bunch of validations to make sure we don't issue tokens if they don't meet the all the conditions. And I started to work on the UI, connecting the backend, the new backend services, and that's in progress.
Okay, cool. And then do you have an ETA for kind of the remaining items for this particular?
A day or two, I think.
Okay, sounds good. All right, anything else on Bitlauncher, Gabo, or that's the main thing, right?
That's it.
Okay, all right, Andler, anything on
Yes, we pushed the latest version on Bitlauncher development. We are currently on test, and we are pushing that to production by the middle of the week. I'm awaiting just few feedbacks from the test team, and if we miss anything, and after that it will be go to production. You can take a look as well if you haven't. And I'm working on the referrals updates on the UI, on the design part, just making also with the team the structure for architecture for the referral system. And that's for Bitlauncher. For Bitcash app and KYC, no new updates. We haven't received any new requests. However, I forgot almost on Bitlauncher. We have three new articles that refers Bitlauncher. We can take a look on the blog. We can go there and see, just to review the content, the text that's ready as well. On the board, I'm working with Eric to see the permissions and the key permissions. Yes, the permissions on the contracts. So I will ask further analysis to the team and within our team to have more insights if needed. But we're working on that. I'm working with Eric about that. And what else? I think that's it. I don't have to updates on yet. We only need to make sure that everything is in order. I haven't checked the chain graph for the last week, so I have to check that. So that's pretty much it.
Sounds good. I'll give you guys an update on the L1 nonprofit, no pre-mine kind of chain, layer one chain. So John, I had just get started. I think I spoke to you guys last week about him getting started. So I did meet with him on Wednesday last week, and he made good progress. I think he's got a good design. It's using, not trying to change too much of how EOS works right now with their resource system. It's instead of just trying to remove the resource system, we have a way of just giving infinite resources to whenever people need to use the chain. So you don't have to change as much code. And I like that design because it's the more you change, the more difficult it is to keep things updated. So I like, it's a more elegant design. Another FYI, this is more on the legal side, but I'll just mention it here. The ENF does not require a license now for smaller chains like us. We were trying to negotiate something, but at this point, we can just use the Spring 1.0. So that's another good thing. I'm going to let John know. And so he can now use kind of the base Spring 1.0 EOS network infrastructure and just start that as a baseline. And the less we change, I think the better, so that we don't have we won't have as much difficulty maintaining it. So he's doing the resource side first, and then he'll just go step by step to other parts of our new chain. But it's good that he got started. That's pretty much it for the layer one. I also got a name too. I just got a generic name because I think once we have governance, it could be rebranded, renamed. But I just thought of a generic name. It's called L1chain.org. L1 and all these domains were hard to get, so I just put L1chain.org, and it's cool. We could call it layer one, just L1. It's like simple. And then, of course, there'll be a brand name later in the future.
It kind of works for now.
Yeah, it's actually a cool name, actually, for a generic chain right now. All right, so let's move on to marketing. Yeah, and let's actually go to the business side and the legal side. So we still haven't officially gotten our entity yet, but they're probably pretty close to finalizing things. Today is August 26th. We wanted to launch August 1st, but that's too soon. Like, we need at least a few days for our PR. And so I think September 10th for PR blasts, and then September 15th is a better date. It gives us a little bit more time technologically because we still have things to do with the referrals page and just making sure our deposits are working. So give us some time just to get those two things in. And the marketing, we still have to ramp up. We have KOLs that we're going to do right after the launch, after the PR blast. And then we have all these other campaigns, but we had to start building momentum. So I still feel if we had to just launch, it's a little bit abrupt right now if we had to launch on the 31st. So gives us a little time with everything from legal to marketing to tech to start building up our momentum. But I think the 15th is it. Like, to me, that's it. Like, we're like, at this point, we just launch regardless of how ready we are at that point. And then, because at that point, we're like, we've already stretched it long enough, I think. So that's the legal side. Business side, again, the ENF we mentioned, there's no required license for Spring 1.0, so that's good. And for marketing, PRs, I'll start preparing that. Just we have to figure out some SEO stuff because I want to include Masterbots links. And if we do get SEO do follow links off PR, we should mention Masterbots to help its domain authority in our PR. So it's like pre-sale and then very short, but pre-sale, just give a compelling pre-sale PR, and then but also introduce like Masterbots as part of the PR, and then also request contributors for people who want to participate, not only as investors but maybe contributors. So I think there's two elements that we could put in there, but it'll be a short PR piece. I hope we're not trying to pack in too much. It's not like we're going to do a lot of just PR, so might as well just do it all at once rather than spending a lot of money because we don't have a big budget. So I feel like we could just cram in like most of what we want in one huge PR blast for the pre-sale. Then we have KOLs, setting that up with two teams doing KOLs, trying to negotiate. So that's still ongoing, and they have to start doing the video. So I have to get that on. So that was part of the other reason why we're not quite there with the KOLs, even though it could happen right after, like even the pre-sale launch, we could do it right after. I want to get that. There is a interview that I'm trying to do. I have to follow up. I did talk to the person I want to interview me. And then there's another potential interviewer. I want one person I know do a dedicated video. And then I'm going to do that video sales letter. I still haven't done that, but I plan to do it this week for sure. But once those three are there, that's enough internal content. We continue to do Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, just to be consistent. And then we'll start to talk more about the pre-sale as we officially launch. Ads, I have to double check. They were supposed to do some tests. I think everything was okay as of last week, but I actually haven't checked. Let me check my WhatsApp to see if there's any update on let me see, CRUD. Yeah, they didn't give me any updates. So we'll see. I'll ping them to see if there's any results on the ads side. And then we have the email outreach, we have the Twitter outreach, direct outreach. And then I think we'll have some more guerrilla marketing on Discord and Telegram. We'll get that set up like close to our launch, right? We'll have enough to promote there. So I think that's good enough at this point. And then we'll see how it goes, and then we'll see which ones work, and then we'll double down on the the activities that are working. So that's how I see it. So it's pretty much it. Any questions? All right, cool. So I'll see you guys next week. We'll give each other updates on Wednesday and Friday on Discord, and we'll go from there. So thanks a lot. And yeah, we're getting close to the pre-sale, like for real this time. So, but yeah, so let's start building momentum. All right, have a good one, guys.
Good one. Yeah.
All right. Okay.